At this point, I'm going to ask Maddie to come to the stage and speak a little bit about scholarship.
True scholarship does not necessarily mean only the acquisition of marks in classroom. Scholarship is really the development of the desire to learn and to be thorough. It is the love of accuracy. Mere acquisition of learning is not enough. We need wisdom as well as knowledge. No society ever progresses beyond the education of its people. Scholarship may be defined as a search for truth. Your scholarship must not stop, for we are capable of learning something from all our experiences. Scholarship provides foundation for future growth.
Can we please give her a hand? That lighter is trickier than it looks. I thought Maddie did a great job. Sociologist Margaret Mead said of service, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." At this time, I will ask Julia Walsh to please come to the stage to talk a little bit more about the merits of service.
Service is to give part of oneself. It is the unselfish quality of doing our share in the world's work. In order to live the fullest life possible, we cannot live for ourselves alone. The minor courtesies of today can be increased and developed to be the major services of tomorrow. By practicing friendliness and goodwill now, you will be of benefit to this country as an adult. Now is the time when we need men and women who can rise above everyday matters and serve unselfishly.
And if you notice, our girls are very adaptable. The rest of the girls struggled with the lighter, so we're choosing to pick the other candles up and light them from the first. Now, as much as my daughter Caitlin wanted me to tell a very cheesy joke about Napoleon Bonaparte for the next one, I will simply state one of his most famous quotes about leadership, which was, "Leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders." So at this time, I will ask Emma Court to please come to the stage to talk a little bit more about the quality of leadership.
Leadership, in order to benefit mankind, must proceed from unselfish motives, from strong character, and from a self-informed mind. The peace and prosperity of the world and the salvation of mankind from itself are in the leader's hands. In youth, the leaders of our own world today, lies the hope of the world's tomorrow.
William Shakespeare actually has one of my most favorite quotes of all time, which is, "Love all, trust a few, and do wrong to none." At this time, I will ask Gia Akapeni to come to the stage to talk a little bit more about the quality of character.
Character gives each person individuality and personality. It is a quality that grows inside you and cannot be given to you by others. One must work constantly to develop good character. It is represented by reliability, honesty, and sincerity. It is through character that we learn to respect ourselves and others.
apologies for what I'm about to say. My daughter Caitlin just received confirmation, and her confirmation name was Eleanor. So I said, Caitlin, that's great. I never heard of St. Eleanor. And she said, neither did I, Mom. But I love Eleanor Roosevelt, so that's why I chose that name. So her middle name is Roosevelt, and I think it's fitting that we have a quote from her husband, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, when it comes to citizenship, in which he said, he who loves his country best strives to make it best. So at this time, I will ask Caitlin to come to the stage and talk a little bit more about the quality of citizenship.
Good citizenship is essential to the growth and the survival of democracy and freedom. Good citizens accept the responsibilities as well as the privileges of being American citizens. They study issues and qualifications of candidates before voting. They work to improve their communities. They obey the law and they respect the rights of their fellow men. It is through the loyalty and patriotism of each citizen that the rights and privileges of every individual are safeguarded. Now, as much a time as any time in the history of our nation, the need for responsible citizenship is apparent. Your personal citizenship is reflected in attitudes towards service, leadership, scholarship, and character.
We made sure Caitlin had no hairspray on this morning. Caitlin and fire do not mix, so very good, Caitlin. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr.